Do you feel like you're being pulled a million different directions during the day? Do you feel like in the middle of a tug of war? Do you remember that game where you pull the rope from side to side? So by the end of the day, you're just exhausted. You're so worn out that you don't have time or energy for your friends and family. Even if you had plans or things you wanted to do, cooking dinner, meeting with friends, being nice to people, and you just have none of that left inside of you. You feel completely depleted. You're so exhausted. But then when you go to lay down at night and have some peace and rest, finally, your brain starts filling up with all the things you didn't do and everything you did do wrong. Has that happened to you? If it has, I can relate. I totally understand. It happens to all of us. And this is what our brain does. It's not your fault. I am here to tell you today that it's not your fault. This is what the brain does to make sense of the world, because the world is stressful, right? And all the things you go throughout the day, it's getting very stressed out. So I'm going to teach you some things today to help you calm down your brain so you can feel relaxed during the day, have a little energy in the evening, and even go to sleep at night. Doesn't that sound good? All right, keep watching. I'm Rena, your confidence coach, and I love learning about how the brain works. I am just fascinated by neuroscience. The brain controls everything in our bodies, and the subconscious part of our brain controls 95% of our lives. 95%. So even when we think we're doing something consciously, most often the subconscious mind takes over and says, I got you, don't worry. I'll do this for you, so you don't really have to think about every little decision that you're making throughout the day. But we live in a world that is very stressful, very, very stressful. So that subconscious mind is on big, high alert all day long. So the best thing you can do to stop your subconscious mind from going crazy trying to categorize everything is to be in your conscious mind. Now, when your subconscious mind is controlling 95% of your day, how much is left for your conscious mind? 5%. Only 5% of the time are you really thinking. Those are the times when you're learning something new, being very present in the moment, like laughter or meditation, or the time that you are really exercising your brain in a new way with physical motion, like you're physically doing something new. So you could be learning something new mentally, physically doing something new, with your body, like learning a new sport or, stretching yourself physically in a way that you haven't done before. Or you could be very mindful and present in the moment. So these are 3 ways that you can get out of your subconscious mind and get into your conscious mind, into the present moment. So the more times during the day you can learn a new thing, do a new thing, or be present and mindful, the more you get into your conscious mind, the more it gives your subconscious mind a break. So that way, when you go to lay down and sleep at night, your subconscious mind isn't going crazy, filtering through all the things that happen during the day because it had some little breaks already throughout the day. The problem is our mind is so stimulated all of the time that we have no breaks. We have no breaks at all. Even me, even now, and when I'm learning or teaching and I'm on the computer, I'm taking notes, I'm checking my phone, I'm a million tabs open on my computer. Imagine your brain with all those tabs open all the time. No wonder you're feeling stressed out. No wonder you have so many thoughts, because running in the background are all of those thoughts, all of those tabs still open. So time to close up the tabs by being present, being absolutely present in the moment. So what are the 3 things that you could do to be present in the moment? Do you remember? Learning a new thing. All right, learn something new. Read a book, listen to a podcast, do your favorite thing that you like to do in a new way. Okay. The other way is to learn something new physically. Join a sports team, join a gym, take a new Pilates class, do something new physically, but something new, not riding a bicycle, not cycling, not running, not walking. Those are all subconscious. We already know how to do that. That will not be something that challenges our brain and puts us into the conscious mind. Okay, so something new. Try a new sport. That sounds fun, right? And number 3, be mindful. The more times you can be mindful, the more you can bring yourself into the present moment. So one thing you could do to be mindful is have a daily meditation practice. Daily meditation lowers your stress by 70%. And not only that, but it keeps it lowered for more than 24 hours. So just one daily meditation practice can last all day. They say everyone should meditate every day. Unless you're really, really busy, then you should meditate twice a day because you're going to need it. So your daily meditation practice is great. Also, any other time that you can be mindful, any time that you can stop and look up at the sky and the clouds, stop and smell the flowers, stop and notice what's around you. Just take a few minutes to breathe it in and be present. Even if you feel like you're present, you're doing your work, you're thinking, you're using your brain, guess what? It's your subconscious brain. It's the brain that says, don't worry about this. I got you. I know how to do this. Until a problem solving comes up or something like that. But even then, you're quite often still in your subconscious brain, which operates under stress. When you get to a very stressful flight or fight response, you're in your subconscious mind. You're not in your conscious mind. That's why people like me get the freeze, deer in the headlights, because I can't think straight. One of my favorite stories was a friend that I had years ago, and she moved her entire family out to the country in this cute little house with stables for animals and gardens. And a snake came up to the house and was coming in the door, and she closed the door on the snake. And the snake was like half in, half out of the house, like freaking out. And the snake was half in, so the way it wanted to go was in. Very scary, stressful situation, right? And she panicked and said, "What's the number for 911?" And she was calling her kids. "What's the number for 911? I can't remember the number for 911." She was so stressed out that her conscious mind didn't even realize what she was saying, that she was saying the number for 911, that she just couldn't think straight because there was a snake and she had children. And that's a very scary, scary situation. I think of that story a lot. I heard that story probably 20 years ago, about 20 years ago. And I still think of that image of a snake like half in, half out, closing the door. And it's half in, half out. Like, you know, when it comes in, it's going to be angry. And it's a very, very scary situation. What is going to happen? What? Half in, half out. That's kind of like a metaphor for our life. Like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? This is a very stressful situation. It could go either way, but I see the snakes coming at me. So stressful response in my brain, which keeps me in the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is where that goes. So think about the world we live in today. We might not have snakes coming into our house, but we have everything else coming at us from every direction all the time. Whether it's in real life, people, traffic, everything that's around us that causes stress, or if it's online and social media and getting stuck in the comparison trap and comparing ourselves to other people. The stress is coming at us from every direction. So this is why you feel like that tug of war. It's coming at you. It's not just a single stress. It's not just the snake. It's not just one thing. There's so many things. So many things. And I was stuck in that for so long that I didn't even realize I was stuck in it. As a teacher, I had things coming at me all the time. Students, parents, teachers, curriculum, grades, lesson plans, recess, PE, after school thing, like everything all the time coming at me. And so it was always in the subconscious mind. And I was stuck there in very stressful responses all the time. And I didn't realize how bad it was. So I understand how easy it is to get stuck there because it becomes our new normal. And our subconscious mind wants us to be safe. It wants to keep our normal easy for us. So it makes that our new normal, and we get used to it, and we don't understand what's wrong with us because our subconscious mind says, hey, this is your norm now. This is the new norm. This is your life. Just get used to it, and don't worry, I'll take care of you. I'll do all the thinking and the worrying for you. So your conscious mind will just be for those like new things that come up, or is saving it for when you really need to. But then I come to a real stressful situation and I freeze and I can't even think with my conscious mind then. So I was always in my subconscious mind, just relying on whatever it was that I was programmed, and not being present in the moment, and not being 100% every single day with my meditation practice and my mindfulness, knowing that they were good for me, but not putting in the time and making it consistent. So if you want to feel better, this is the way to do it. The problem is we're stuck here that this is our normal, way down here, the subconscious mind. So this is your normal now, just get used to it. But it's not. Our brains can function way up here. We just have to decide we want to. If you want to, these are the things for you to do to calm your brain down, to be in your conscious mind, and to have peace in your brain so that when you lay down to go to sleep, you can actually get some rest. So try these techniques. Let me know how they work for you. And don't forget that I help clients with their subconscious mind programming for a living. I do this to help you to get past whatever it is that's holding you back way down here, so you can get up here. So you can get from surviving in stress mode to happiness mode, to freedom, to enjoyment, to pleasure in life again. So try these 3 techniques. See if you get more peace, more joy, more pleasure, more enjoyment from life. And if you would like to dig deeper, I am more than happy to help you dig into these and really up-level your life so you can live the best life possible for you that you ever even dreamed. So just to recap, the 3 ways to bring peace into your life and to calm your subconscious mind: learn a new thing, do a new thing, and practice mindfulness. Let me know how those work for you. And if you could remember them all, type them in for bonus brownie points. And I will see you next time. Bye.